Hey, Danny Boyle here, founder of Songwriters International, where we help songwriters develop their craft to go on and sustain a career in music. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, drop a like and some comments for any of the videos that you might like to see here. Now, today we're going to be talking about current trends, okay? Current trends are absolutely vital in songwriting, in music, because it's what is evolving. Music continues to evolve. Right from when it was, first created to now where we are with music, it has evolved. If you go back to the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and continue, if you listen to the music from each decade, you will see how it has evolved, okay? Nothing stays the same, especially with music, and you have to keep up with it. If you're wanting to be successful as a songwriter and have this as a career, then current trends is something you really need to be keeping on top of. So I'm going to be diving in that, all things current trends here today, and be sharing that with you. So let's jump on in. So as I've mentioned, music continues to evolve. What is popular, we might say, 4, 5, 6 weeks ago is now not as popular, okay? Something else has come in. And you have to continue to look at the market, look at the music, and see what is going on. That is part of your job. If you don't, you're going to get left behind. And those that are around you, the ones that are your competition, other people who are writing for projects, then they're going to be keeping on top of these things, like current trends, whilst you're left behind, not keeping up, and unfortunately missing out on opportunities. Okay? Now, I just want to give you some examples of myself as a songwriter, how I have seen, music evolve, how I have had to adapt how I work, and then how it has been beneficial to help me get songs taken. Okay? Now, if we go back quite a few years, I want to say 5, 6 years ago, roughly, and at the time there was a real surge for what we call tropical dance music. Okay? And there was a lot of artists out there that were doing this. One of the great artists that started doing this was Justin Bieber. Okay, he did an album where it was very tropical dance infused. Okay, if you go back and listen to tracks like "What Do You Mean?", "Sorry," that's what I mean. They were very tropical dance orientated. Then I seen a huge surge in lots of other artists doing it, and what I also then seen is a surge in record labels, publishers, and artists wanting similar sounding songs. Now, of course, we don't want to copy the song, but what they are giving us is some sort of reference, some sense of direction, okay? So that when we start the writing session, we've got an idea of what they want, rather than writing, let's say for a real out there example, imagine writing a country song for an artist who is wanting tropical dance. It's not going to quite work. So they give us a slight little sense of direction to where they want the song going. So I've seen that flood of it starting, and next thing, a lot of people are wanting that at that given time. It's not as popular now, but it's still very much around. Another example here is dance music, okay? And a lot of dance music has gone very piano based. Okay, they love the piano, and I had to adapt my productions to accommodate for that. So typically I would have gone very synth driven, synth lead lines and all these kind of things, but it wasn't as popular, a year ago. And it's still around, of course, but it's not as popular as it once was with Swedish House Mafia and Avicii. Okay, so I've seen things change. So I have adopted my productions in order so that when I send it off to the person who may be interested, it gives them a better sense of what it's going to sound like with the end product. Okay, now there's 2 examples just of mine. I could give literally 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 different variants of examples here of where I have adopted my style in order to keep up with the current trends that is happening. Now, on a week-to-week basis, I will jump over to streaming platforms and things like that, and I will listen to what is current. I'll go to the top 50 around the world, top 50 for me here in the UK. I will listen to the music. I will listen to how the story is told, how the melody is moving, how the songs are structured. Okay? Now, for example, if I'm writing a pop song and I structure the song without a chorus, that's not really going to work, because right now what is current is that there's choruses in the structure. Okay? These are the small things you have to consider when you're writing for current trends. And if we just put this in terms of fashion, okay? Fashion evolves. Every week, every month, there's a new trend, a new craze of a piece of clothing. Okay, even on platforms like TikTok, okay, there's trends of videos, there's surges for a particular song, because it for one reason or another, it does very successful. And the record labels see this, the publishers see this, and they know there's potential for making income from that genre, that style. So therefore, we as songwriters then have to keep up with what they are wanting. Because the music industry is an industry that ultimately needs money for it to continue to operate. Okay, if it didn't make any money, it wouldn't be an industry. And we are part of that. Okay, so in order for us to pay for new softwares, pay for new equipment in our studios, for example, we need money in order to invest. So how we do that is by keeping up with current trends, what's popular. If you're wanting to be a songwriter, it's what you need to be doing. If you're wanting to be an artist, then you're writing for yourself. That's different. But I'm specifically talking here to songwriters, okay? You have to keep up with current trends. If you don't, you're going to get left behind. And unfortunately, the idea of doing anything music related is not necessarily going to be a thing for you, because you're stuck in 2010 and now we're in 2022, right? You get that kind of idea. So really important stuff. So go ahead, have a listen to those streaming platforms, see what's current, see what they're doing, the songwriters, the artists, and see how you can adapt your style as a writer to accommodate for what is current. So I really hope you've enjoyed this video. Like I say, go subscribe, drop a comment below, and drop a like. We've also got some training below, which I'd love to share with you. It's completely free. All you have to do is go below, click that link, sign up, and I walk you through a 40-minute training. Okay, which is pretty intense and insane. So go ahead, enjoy that, and I'll see you over on another video.